Greetings, YouTube. There have been days on YouTube recently where I just feel like emotionally I've hit a wall. I go to the in game messages and I look at the daily specials. I see offers that may or may not be pro player. I see drop rates that are still by far the best in a daily special than they are in, say, a side quest crystal. When you talk about the difference between 4.5% and 3%, and 16% and 24%. All of that's to say, sometimes I just think, man, I'm really needing something exciting to talk about, something positive to talk about, something to care more about this game to talk about, because I'm kind of at my wit's end. Behind the scenes, I spend at least a third of my week just responding to messages, emails, line messages, Twitter DMs, you name it. And after doing this every day without a break for almost 5 years straight, I'm just spent. So, all of that's to say, I'm actually excited to record this video. Because this is the best thing we have seen in this game for quite some time. This is, dare I say, exciting. Dare I say, such a pro player move that for the moment, it's game changing with the potential to be way more than that. When Kabam fixed, because at first it was a little delayed, the mastery reset system to, as part of the introduction to Battlegrounds, give players the chance to reset their masteries for free. That gave several of you, because you reached out to me, including our beloved Mama Bear, the chance to maybe return to taking your masteries to suicides again. It gave you a chance to maybe use some of those masteries that you had been ignoring, because it cost nothing to take your mastery setup back to that very expensive initial investment. Maybe you wanted to go back to Assassin or Deep Wounds, Despair. Some of you have told me it's been a long time since you ran Willpower, and you just wanted to put enough points in defense to make that happen again. Haven't heard anything about proficiencies yet, but maybe you watching this could talk about that. Maybe. Either way, here's the deal, YouTube. We need more of this. Because guess what also happens with a free mastery setup? You can jump into Alliance War and you can set your defense, and then you can reset your masteries and put suicides back on. And it's not going to cost you what feels like an arm and the leg for units. Now, yes, of course, eventually we still want what Kabam has been teasing us for years, and that is, of course, the ability to switch mastery setups as seamless as just by clicking on them. That would be pretty clutch right now with no mastery cost to just switch between. But this is the next best thing, right? This is really giving players who've spent a ton of units unlocking these max mastery cores, giving these players a chance to say, I am so thankful I did that. I am so thankful that I invested those, because now I can go back to it. It's helping people out in the arenas when they put their masteries up to those suicides to get more arena points faster. I mean, it's as many wins as you can think of. And because this has been so clutch, I have had people say, Prof, please make a video on this and talk about how this should be permanent. Right? By the way, is our man KT1, is he number one on the global leaderboard? Bro, look at you. I just think it's a no-brainer for so many people who are burnt out of this game to give them a W and take out the temporary unit cost and make it permanent. whatever Kabam is making off of reinstating the units for masteries, they're going to make up more than that with loyalty and excitement from their player base. And I've always thought it should be free to reset it just because it's so expensive to make these initial investments. And it's also so important for people who do Alliance War to make sure when they put their defense down that there aren't suicides to take that crazy recoil damage. Although, I say that, and I remember back years ago when I did Alliance War, and they didn't take the recoil damage off, but I had to go against Iceman. That actually made it harder for me to beat him because I didn't have anyone who was Cold Snap immune. And my goodness, I would take 50, 60% health, even if I fought perfectly, just on the damage that ticked off of me health-wise by the time I knocked out the defender. So, YouTube, I'm making a push. Permanent masteries for no cost to reset. What an amazing thing that would be if Kabam instituted it. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. It's just nice to make a positive video talking about not only a great thing Kabam's done temporarily, but maybe, just maybe, think about doing it permanently. Please, Kabam, this would make so many players feel so much more relaxed and save them units, and that's a huge pro player win in so many ways.